Hi, this is Joe Gallant from American Youth Football. I'd like to welcome all of you to the AYF National All-Star Game.
And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to the Stub Hub Center. We're in Carson, California for the 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. You see the PT production buses bringing in the East All-Stars. They'll be led by head coach Steve Abrams. James McKinney on this bus. This is the West All-Stars bus. And truly assembled for this All-Star game, not only some of the best football players in the country, but truly some of the best athletes. This is an 8th grade All-Star, but yet we've seen kids 6'5", 6'6" out here. We've seen offensive linemen better than 6 foot and over 270 pounds. So a lot of great athletes out here as James McKinney looks on and taking care of his West All-Stars. Let's send it down to the field. I'm Jeff Lowery with APM Video Sports, and let's send it down to Shannon Shy.
Hi, my name's Shannon Shy. I'm the National Membership Chairman for American Youth Football. Standing here at the Stub Hub Center in Carson, California with Dee Greer, the National Football Commissioner for AYF, and Craig Carahuta, Vice President of Operations. So Dee, what's the big event? Why are we here?
We're here for football. We're teaching football and life at the same time this week. We have the top 8th graders in AYF from across the country, East and West. Cheerleaders as well from all around the country. So it's a great week that we get the kids together. They come out for a week. They get to meet each other. They have fun activities, events, practice. And we have great sponsors and partners that are providing a lot of information for them, a lot of details. We had a recruiting seminar this year for the first time by Phil Lomax, and we have a great staff. So it's a great time for us to all get together, you know, during one of our flagship operations and programs here in AYF and AYC is our National All-Star Game. So everybody comes together, staff, players, coaches, parents, and families, and it's a great time.
It's a big week. We're here partnering with the United States Marine Corps and the Semper Fidelis All-American Bowl. Got probably the 90 of the best high school players in the country. Craig, you're mainly in charge of putting this event together player-wise and coaching staff-wise and the general managers. Can you tell us a little bit about that process?
Yeah, we have a general manager for the east side of the country, and for the west side of the country we have Lou Montanaro on the east and Phil Lomax on the west.
Right here. And you're right.
We have Kelly Frazier, who's our cheer general manager, who puts the cheerleaders together. We select the head coach for both sides, and then the general managers go down to our national championships and scout out the 8th graders playing down there, looking for that special talent that on the field and in the classroom, kids that are doing it both ways. And when they do that, they also go home and send emails to local associations, get some nominations, and then at the end make contact with them and get the kids together to get out here. We've had some of the best games in the AYF All-Star process, you know, in the last couple of years. We've had a 30-30 tie, a 25-24 last-minute victory. So hopefully today we'll match that, or if not, top it. So that's how we do it.
And then real quick, Dee, we had a real special moment last night. We were able to get some of the high school players in to talk with our kids. Can you talk about that for a second?
Yeah, it's always great when we have the high school players and the integration. So JWT's done a great job integrating the players and the the high school players and our youth players as well as cheerleaders. We also had a surprise from the UCLA head cheer coach. Came in. Craig could be able to talk to you a little bit about that, but that was a great treat. So a lot of with those players coming in last night, they were able to impart some of their knowledge, some of their them doubting themselves, and great questions on how to overcome that, how to stay humble, how to concentrate on what they have to, as far as handling their business in the classroom with the rigorous high school schedule. So this right now, with these kids coming out here, they're getting prepared for high school. This is their last year. This is their last youth football game for many of them. And they're getting ready to go into high school. A lot of these kids will be playing varsity football from this game. If you look at last year's rosters and the previous rosters, a lot of these kids actually start on their high school team. So we're getting them a jump start on that action right now for them to perform and be ready for it. And that all starts here. So the high school players really really prepared them from an integration standpoint. It was great.
Head up. If we see that they're not worrying about the tight end and they're trying to get outside edge on us, we will widen you guys out to play a 9.
Get out of the box. Out of the box. One guy up. Who's up?
So ideally, I want you to cheat a little bit on this and get even wider because I want to create a natural lane over here.
All right, so one of the things I want to talk about is just in terms of their pass. They're double wing, double tight on the end, so they're not a pass too.
5 minutes away from game time. If the last 2 years are any indication of what's going to happen, we're all in for an exciting day.
Well, Shannon, Dee, Craig, thank you very much. Great job. And at this time, let's send it to the public address announcer for the introduction, starting with American Youth Cheer.
Let's meet the young ladies of the American Youth Cheer National All-Star Team. Out of the Atlantic region, from Washington Lane Wolfpack, Jessica Lynn Stevens. From the Atlantic region, Washington Lane Wolfpack, Talia Terry. Out of the Big East region, from Town River Raiders, Julia Edling. From the Big East region, Town River Raiders, Maddie Patela. From the Big East region, from the Humphrey Huskies, Alyssa Markey. From the Big East region, from the Humphrey Huskies, Brianna Diedrich. From the Big East region, from the Humphrey Huskies, Simone Patrick. From the Big East region, from the Manalapan Braves, Alexa Desarski. From the Southeast region, Lake Mary Dolphins, Zoe Radcliffe. From the Southeast region, the Lake Mary Dolphins, Haley Hopkins. From the Desert Pacific region, Downey Razorbacks, Kayla Ane Vasquez. From the Desert Pacific region, Downey Razorbacks, Zahira Ortiz. From the Desert Pacific region, El Segundo Cheer, Daisy Silva. From the Desert Pacific region, the Santa Monica Vikings, Alyssa Ruiz. Desert Pacific region, the Santa Monica Vikings, Taylor Anze. From the Mountain Northwest region, Sacramento Raiders, Agadas Trujillo. From the Mountain Northwest region, Sacramento Raiders, Tamiel Randall. From the Big East region, the Brick Dragons, Michaela Oliveira. From the Desert Pacific region, San Diego Ote Ranch, Erica Lasante. And from the Mountain Northwest region, the San Francisco Brown Bombers, Demoni Cruz. Number 10, Kristen Burns Tio. Pacific, Sandan Ballard, number 17, Shane James. Old Road Rough Riders, number 21, Jordan Charleston. On the left of the Pacific, Inland Power Ducks, number 22, Thomas Kinslow. On the left of the Pacific, on the SCB Wildcats, number 23, Jordan Wilson. On the left of the Pacific, Ron Rose, number 27, Pauline Larson. That's the Pacific Inland Power Ducks, number 33, Tyler Kinslow. Tucson Wildcats, number 34, Mario Padilla. On the left of the Pacific, Tucson Rams, number 40, Ruben Rivera. Number 57, Air Basic Chargers. Number 41, Jose Castillo. Number 57, Gilbert Cobbs. Number 44, Colby Dickey. Number 57, Los Carlos Bulls. Number 50, Michael Shawcroft. Number 57, Eminem Hardbacks. Number 56, Malachi Fatu. Number 57, Los Carlos Bulls. Number 58, Nicholas Antoniou. Number 19, Northwest, Vallejo Raiders. Number 62, Demano Delahunty. Number 19, Northwest, San Francisco Bombers. Number 65, Michelle Crawford. Number 57, Tucson Steelers. Number 70, Isaiah Sierra. Number 77, Air Basic Chargers. Number 71, Jacob McKelvey. Number 19, Northwest, San Francisco Bombers. Number 73, McKinley Oliver. Number 56, Aaron Roberts. Number 74, Tim Roman. Number 56, Eminem Hardbacks. Number 77, Christopher Villarreal. Number 56, Buck Valley Gladiators. Number 78, E.J. Hamilton. Number 85, Mountain Northwest, Beckerville Bengals, Taylor Bruner. Number 76, Sandra Huskies. Number 88, Bo Carson. Number 56, Gilbert Dogs. Number 89, Clay Smith. From the Desert Pacific, Claremont Hawks, number 95, Noah Saul. And from the Pacific, the SoCal Warriors, number 99, Kayvon Thibodeau. The West Team, Kimball Manager, is still head coach James McKinney, and assistants, Keegan Nelson. Number 9, Tuesday, the Harlem Jets. Number 10, Sofiana Masoud. Number 8, Central Christian Shells. Number 11, Jalen Brooks. Out of the Atlantic, Valentine. Number 41, Devin Ford. From the Atlantic, Valentine. Number 22, Devin Colby. Out of the Midwest, Chicago Vikings. Number 23, Napoleon Nico. Out of New England, the Cloud Razorbacks. Number 27, Alan French. Out of New England, from the Minnesota Chiefs. Number 33, Alex Child. Out of the Atlantic, the Valentine. Number 34, Josh Surratt. Out of the Atlantic, from the Virginia Beach Cavaliers. Number 40, James Poe. Number 16, from the Atlantic Patriots. Number 41, Richard Martinez. From the East, the New York Giants. Number 44, Chico Cardella. From the Midwest, the Garden Park Raiders. Number 50, Theon Davis. Out of the Atlantic, from the Virginia Beach Cavaliers. Number 56, C.J. Scott. Out of the Atlantic, from the Virginia Beach Cavaliers. Number 58, Alex Carson. Out of the Atlantic, from the Shrewsbury Shades. Number 62, Nate Honolulu. Out of New England, the Salem Rams, number 67, Jared White. From the Big East, the Ohio Rebels, number 71, Tommy Smith. Out of New England, the Bears, number 74, Jake Champagne. From the Midwest, the Chicago Vikings, number 77, Jalen Lewis. Out of New England, from the Carolina Cardinals, number 78, Jalen Reynolds. All-Stars, 35, Chance Benjamin. From the Carson Panthers, New England region, number 90, Manny Olorico. Out of the Southeast, the North Florida Huskies, number 95, Nathan Sands. And from the Southeast, the North Florida Huskies, number 99, Lincoln Hall. The team.
All right, you've been introduced to the 2015 AYF All-Stars, and we'll be back from the Stub Hub Center with all the play-by-play in just a moment. The 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game is being brought to you by Blitz Uniforms, Jersey Mike's, Dave & Buster's, Concourse Bowling Bar and Grill, PT Limo Buses, Two-Tone Cleat Covers, Dick's Sporting Goods, Hyatt Regency Orange County, Team Leader, Intersport, the United States Marines, and video production by APN Video Sports of Phoenix, Arizona, Hubert's Lemonade, and our valued partnership with JWT. And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. We welcome you into the Stub Hub Center in Carson, California for the 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. It's the West versus the East, coming to you from the home of the Los Angeles Galaxy, the Stub Hub Center. I'm Jeff Lowery with APN Video Sports. Glad you could join us on a day in which we're expecting temperatures in the low 70s. Let's take a look at our team captains, starting with the blue team, the East team, led by Steve Abrahams, and the assistant coaches of Tim Carrera, Tim Hall, Stefan Romero, Mike De Silva, Rob Fisher, and Arthur LaBenja. And their team captains consist of number 3, Josh McKenzie, number 34, Josh Surratt, Jake Lowe is number 40, and number 58, Alex Oates. James McKinney is the head coach of the West squad. He is assisted by Keith Matheny, Lawrence Lee, Ronnie Schmitz, Eric Hamilton, David Falk, Tom Parson, Jermaine Mayberry, Josh Smith, Phil Lomax, the general manager of the team, and the team captains, Horace McCoy, number 11, the quarterback, Deshane James, 17, Nicholas Antoniro is number 58, and Noel Sowell is number 95. You saw James McKinney a moment ago. There's Steve Abrahams, the head coach, and we're set for the opening kickoff. It's the 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. Wilson to the top, Dickey to the bottom, number 44, Colby Dickey, and we are getting set to go here. Alex Childs doing the kicking honors, and a squib kick along the far side. It'll be misplayed near the 18 of the West All-Stars, who come out in the all-white, and that is exactly where they will start, and this game is underway. Starting quarterback, and what a talented athlete, no question about it, Deshane James out of the Santan Valor organization in the East Valley of Phoenix. And he'll come out calling his own number, and he's going to be dropped immediately. A tremendous defensive play coming in unabated to the quarterback was Devin Colby, and that's how the first play from scrimmage goes for the West All-Stars. Lou Montanaro is the general manager of the Team East. Second down, James to the air, and he'll throw it over the middle, and that ball was dropped right around the 36-yard line of the West All-Stars. But it looks like it's going to be a pass interference call, and that is the call against the defense of the East. The intended receiver, the talented Horace McCoy out of the Inland Empire Ducks, the nationally ranked and, well, national champions of American Youth Football. So it brings up first down and 10, ball resting right at the 30-yard line of the West All-Stars. No score just a minute into the contest, and James comes out throwing, setting up a bubble screen, and it's intercepted near the 27. Racing to the end zone is Devin Ford, and with lightning-like quickness, the East draw first blood and lead it 6-0. What a heads-up play by Devin Ford, and there may have been a little miscommunication between the quarterback, Deshane James, and his receiver to the near side. And now out of the hold of Josh Surratt, Alex Childs will try to add a two-point play here as the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 8-0 with 8:54 left to go here opening quarter of play. You're watching the 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game in conjunction with JWT. Welcome back to the StubHub Center. We're getting set for the ensuing kickoff here. East kicking off for the second time. A line drive kick that's going to go out of bounds right around the West All-Star 15-yard line. And so that'll be a penalty against the kicking team, and they'll be starting their second possession of the game, the West that is, led by an offensive front line. Chris Villarreal at left tackle, the left guard, Tim Gomez. Jacob McElwee is the center with Sean Croft at right guard, and the right tackle is Jose Castillo. Second possession of the game, 8-0 lead for the East. They're in the blue. Back to pass to Shane James, and he's going for the home run ball over the middle, and the long pass is going to be incomplete at the East 30-yard line. So they took a shot downfield with one of those vertical receivers, come up empty-handed. It's second down and 10. 8-0 lead for the blue. The handoff goes straight up the gut. That's Jordan Wilson, and he's going to be dropped on a fine solo tackle by Chance Benjamin. So a third down after a gain of 2. Ball resting right at the 37-yard line. Low snap. DeShane picked it up and then ran it himself right up the gut, and he's going to be stopped almost immediately by Jake Lowe. A tremendous play by number 40 on the Blue East All-Star team. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. Ball at the East 39, but you can add 5 yards and put them now in a 4th and 1 situation, offsides against the defense. So an 8-0 lead here for Team East. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. DeShane on the late pitch, and that's going to turn things over. The East All-Stars are going to have a short field here. They'll start at their own 30, or at the West All-Star 35-yard line. 7:42 left to go here in the opening quarter. You get a look at the offense led by the quarterback, C.J. Duell. First down and 10. Handoff running to the right side, off tackle right, and they had an unbalanced line starting out. Lining up not only 3 offensive linemen right of center, but they also had Nate Hottawa out there as a wing back, number 62. There's Jalen Reynolds, the outstanding center, leading the way. C.J. Scott at left guard. Handoff going up the gut, and that ball squirts loose. And I think it was stripped out of there by the West All-Stars, and they are going to have it. So both teams have coughed it up. This coming with about 7 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. And the young man, Johnny on the spot, Tyler Kinslow out of the Inland Empire Ducks, Desert Pacific region. And so an 8-0 lead here for the East, but the West get it right back after the turnover. The second turnover of the game, both teams with a turnover so far. And now DeShane James will go back to work. The talented quarterback fakes the inside handoff, gets around the right edge, still on his feet, and he's inside East territory. He's inside the red zone, and he is going to go all the way to the end zone. He's got it. And a 54-yard run by the quarterback of the West All-Stars, DeShane James, out of the Santan Valley. And I know Mom Becky is here attending this event, one of the leaders for Phoenix American Youth Football, and all smiles over there in the crowd. A good crowd here on hand at the StubHub Center here in Carson, California. Jose Castillo, the kicker, and his 2-point conversion is good, and we are tied at 8 apiece thanks to a 54-yard run by DeShane James. 8-8 tie. This is the 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. First kickoff here for the West All-Stars. Back to receive Jalen Brooks, number 11. 21, Devin Ford, who had a pick 6 earlier in the game to give the East an early 8-0 lead. And here comes that offensive front line led by number 99, Leighton Hall. C.J. Scott, the left guard. Jalen Reynolds, the center. Jake Champagne, David Sims on the right side, along with Tony Smith And we'll probably see Nate Hottaway also in there. False start against the offense on first down. They're going to come out running on 1st and 15. They get the edge to the right side, to the left side. And after the tackle was made by Ruben Rivera, you can move the chains. That's a 16-yard gain and a first down for the East All-Stars, and a very impressive run by team captain Josh McKenzie. We're in an 8-8 tie, first quarter action. You're watching the 2015 AYF National All-Star Game on APM Video Sports. And now the West All-Stars have jumped off sides, and that's going to put them in at 1st and 5. 8-8 score. CJ, they're handing off, and they tried to run this one to the left side, and that's a nice job there by Isaiah Sierra. Young man out of the Tucson, Arizona area, played for the Steelers. And he was in there first to make the stop. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 5, working from the west 35-yard line. Here's the bootleg by the quarterback, and this is D'Oliveira, and he is going to be wrapped up after a 1-yard pickup. It was Thibodeau on the pursuit out of the Southern Cal Raiders. Hard to believe. This is a young man, very colorful. Had a chance to talk to him during one of the practices. Very colorful. He's 6'6" and probably over 200 pounds. They'll toss pitch it to the left side. McKenzie found just a quick seam to get back to and get it back to the original line of scrimmage. And that puts them in a 4th down and 3 situation after a gain of 1. Working from the West 33. Handoff running right side, and that West defense rising to the occasion again. And a couple of the usual suspects, Sierra and Thibodeau, was in on the play along with Saul, number 95, and now it'll be a turnover on downs with 3:26 left to go here, opening quarter of play. It's an 8-8 tie, West versus East. James McKinney, the head coach out of the Gilbert Phoenix AYF, and now a timeout on the field. 1st down and 10 for the West All-Stars. Those scores coming off turnovers, a pick 6 for the East, and Devin Ford back at the 8:54 mark produced the only points of the game for the East All-Stars. The West got theirs following a turnover and a Deshane James who comes out firing, and it's complete to the near side. A leaping catch by E.J. Henderson, and 26 yards later, a first down for the West All-Stars. Well, an outstanding catch as E.J. Henderson had to climb the ladder. 1st down and 10 from the 41 of the East, and this time they run it up the gut, and it stopped immediately. Big-time defensive play by Richard Martinez. And Josh McKenzie getting in there, and it brings up a 2nd down and 13. First quarter action. You got the East 8, you got the West 8. West with the ball. Low snap. Here's Deshane going out, throwing the ball over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just over the head of the intended receiver, Maxwell Williams. Good coverage back there for the East. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 13 and an 8-8 tie, first quarter action. Low snap. Quarterback Deshane throws and rifles one to the 38 where it's going to be dropped. It was a high throw intended for Horace McCoy, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the West All-Stars, led by head coach James McKinney, is going to go for it. He's back to pass, 3-step drop, fires over the middle. A deflected pass that was nearly intercepted and nearly caught by Horace McCoy. It falls incomplete, and a turnover on downs with 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. It's the East 8, it's the West 8. You're watching APN Video Sports. Our website is apnvideo.com. Handoff as CJ is back in there at quarterback, and they'll run it left side over that left tackle, between the left tackle and guard, and Leighton Hall and CJ Scott leading the way that time, paving or plowing the field ahead for a 7-yard pickup. 2nd down and 3, quarterback drops, falls down on the, as he tripped up with his center there, was still able to hand it off to Alan French, who barrels his way inside West territory and picks up the 1st down, a gain of 7. We'll mark the ball at the 43 of the West. 8-8 tie here, first quarter action. Final seconds of the first quarter of play, and what a job defensively by Shawcroft, number 50, and then Malachi Vaiapulu, who's one of the top defensive players on the field here, and there he is, 56, finished off that play. What a tremendous play there after a pickup of just 2 yards. 2nd down and 8, ball at the 41 of the West. Again, it looked like the quarterback tripped up over the foot of the center. He hands off to Jake Lowe running to the left side. He's going to be stopped there. And that'll be a gain of 2 more, leaving them in a 3rd and 6. That takes us to the end of quarter number 1. You're watching the 2015 Phoenix American Youth Football National All-Star Game. We're in an 8-8 tie. Welcome back to the StubHub Center, 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. Jeff Lowery with APM Video Sports. And we're going to get a timeout here taken by the West All-Stars defense. 8-8 tie, a pair of turnovers have paved the way as we bring you this outstanding event in conjunction with the Semper Fidelis Bowl and the United States Marine Corps. And a special thanks to all the fine people for putting together such a tremendous event. And this is our 3rd year in cooperation with the Marines. So 3rd down and 6. Here's the quarterback, C.J. Duell, and he's throwing incomplete. Trying to hook up with the intended receiver over there on the far side, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by Jordan Howden of the Inland Empire Ducks. So 4th down and 6. They're going to go for it. Here's the toss pitch, running left. The speedy Devin Ford around the right edge, and he dives for the line to gain, and he got it by 2 yards and a 1st down. Well, pretty good job of containment on that right side, led by number 71, Tommy Smith, and number 74, Jake Champagne, who is out of the Hudson Litchfield Bears. They're going to go back to the ground attack, and Thibodeau comes up and forces the fumble, but Johnny on the spot was Josh Surratt as he comes up with the loose ball. But give some credit to number 99, Kayvon Thibodeau, the 6'6 competitor. As Steve Abrahams and Tim Carrera look on, the brain trust over there for the East All-Stars. Gain of 2 on that last play. And on 2nd down and 8 from the 29, another busted play here. And that was Malachi Vaiapulu with another tackle. He is approaching, well, let's see, he's got 4 already in this game. And now you're looking at a 3rd down and about 7. Here's a quick pass, and that's going to be ruled incomplete. Looked like that ball just slipped out of the hands of C.J. Duell. He plays for the Big East region. Tom Rivers Raiders. Of course, Tom Rivers known for their great Little League baseball. So now 4th down here, and no whistle on the play, and it was a decoy play, and they go with the inside handoff to Josh McKenzie, but they do not gain the line. It was 7:29 left to go here in quarter number 2. It's an 8-8 tie. Shane James, the quarterback, number 17 for the West. Scored the only points of the day for his West All-Stars when he had a 54-yard run, which led to the tying score. 8-8 tie here in the 2nd. Out of the shotgun, he will fake the inside handoff, weaving his way through the secondary, up across the 40. He's inside East territory where he's run out of bounds near the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down. So an impressive run, a 2nd. Big run here for Deshane James. That last run went for 24 yards. And now from the 49-yard line, a long pass near side, and it's just off the hands of Williams, and it was broken up by Jordan Wilson. Pretty good coverage, but Williams had both hands on the ball, and it falls incomplete, bringing up a 2nd down and 10. 8-8 tie, 2nd quarter action, inside handoff, tough yardage, and good, strong defense, plugging the gaps at linebacking core for the East, led by Alex Childs, who plays for the Neshoba Chiefs out of the New England region. So now you're looking at 3rd down after a gain of 2, 3rd and 8. Deshane drops the ball, and in the process is going to be sacked, and big 85 in there for his 2nd negative yardage tackle, Chance Benjamin. So bring up a 4th and long, 4th and roughly 13 here. Ball back inside West territory at their own 48, and they're going to go for it. And on this pass, it is a deflected pass off the receiver and intercepted near the 35-yard line, picked off by Sufyan Massoud. So that is the second interception of the day, thrown by Deshane James, though that one really not his fault. That was off the hands of the intended receiver, Chris Steele. And so the East All-Stars in the blue tops, white pants, will take over from their own 36-yard line, first down and 10. The run goes over the right side and a pickup of close to 8, maybe 9 yards on the play for Josh McKenzie, playing for the Chargers out of River Plaza. Big 33 has made a lot of tackles in this game so far. Tyler Kinslow, Inland Empire Ducks, the national champions. Second down and 1. Off tackle right. And this one is for first down yardage. Jake Lowe is inside the West territory, where he's going to be brought down at the 49-yard line. So a fresh set of downs for Steve Abrahams, assisted by Tim Carrera, Tim Hall, Stefan Romero, Mike Da Silva, Coach Fisher, and Coach Labenjo, with Lou Montanaro, the general manager of the East. First down and 10 from the 49. We got a penalty marker on the play. Offsides against the West defense. We're in an 8-8 tie. Second quarter action. 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. The West showing blitz, and now bring it back to 5, and we'll redo first down for the second time. First down and 10 after the false start penalty against the East. West was showing blitz as they load up the blocks this time, and coming in there for a negative yardage play and laying down the thunder, Malachi Viapulu. Well, we talked about the incredible talent that this young man possesses, and he is just a man among boys out there, and he really exploited that A-gap right, got in there and made the tackle for negative yards, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. This is another negative yardage play, and we're seeing some outstanding play out of Thibodeau here. Kayvon Thibodeau, the 6'6" down lineman for the West All-Stars, and no gain on the play, brings up third down and 13. 8-8 tie, second quarter action. East with the ball, back to pass is DeOliveira, and he'll throw it over the middle, and it's broken up near the 28. Incomplete. That's just an outstanding job. Good coverage there. Mario Padilla, who broke up that last play. And now the punting unit is in. Kick is away by Colby, and he shanked it. He got maybe 12 yards on that punt, and with 2:27 left to go here in the first half, we're still tied at 8 apiece. So now the West All-Stars, who trailed early on the pick 6, they got down 8-0. Deshane James with that big 54-yard run for a touchdown. We've seen a couple of turnovers by both teams, and almost one here as the ball came loose, and fortunately for the West All-Stars, they were able to jump on that one. Second down, they lose yardage on the play. Both teams showing a good, strong defense. Deshane James in trouble, scrambling out, tries to throw, nearly picked off in the secondary by Jake Lowe, and it falls incomplete, bringing up third down and long, and it was Josh Surratt. Josh Surratt, number 34, applying the pressure out of the Falmouth Tide organization. 3rd and 16. Nope, the penalty going against the defense. That was a 5-yard penalty. And now it's a 3rd and a little more manageable, 3rd and 11 for Deshane James and the West All-Stars in an 8-8 tie, second quarter action. Takes the snap and throws incomplete to the far side of the field. It looked like he was trying to hook up with E.J. Henderson, who made a circus catch earlier in this game, and now it's 4th and 11. Let's see if James maybe pooch punts one here. He does. And gets off a pretty decent kick. This one's going to roll down to about the 34, but then takes an east roll to the 37-yard line, so about 33, 34 yards on the punt. 1:03 left to go here. First half, second quarter action. 8-8 tie, and now the East All-Stars are back in possession. Toss pitch to the right side. Here's Josh McKenzie around the corner and lowering his pads, and may have picked up the first down. First hit there was Ruben Rivera, number 40, and you saw Josh McKenzie. You'll hear coaches talking about lowering the pads, and had he not done that, if he just kind of ran out of bounds, it would have been for 7 or 8. As this play is going to be thwarted by number 40, Ruben Rivera, who makes his second consecutive tackle in 2 consecutive plays. And now stopping the clock as we wind down the first half of action is the East.
25
seconds left to go. Quarter number 2, 8-8 tie. Boy, they are really loading up the bodies in there. Here's a deflected pass, and it's going to be intercepted near the 37-yard line. Racing back towards the end zone is Tyler Kinslow. And for the first time this afternoon, the West All-Stars have the lead. It's 14-8. That is the second pick six of the day. What a first half defensively for Tyler Kinslow. A 37-yard return on the pick six. 2-point conversion hits the left upright, no good. But the West will take it. They have a 6-point lead here. Final seconds of the first half. Well, the kickoff is going to put the East, if they have enough time, to run a play here. And good special teams coverage. Not much going on there. 23, Jordan Wilson and Horace McCoy. 5 seconds on the clock. But what a play there by Tyler Kinslow. But it was the pressure applied to the quarterback, the deflected pass. They got to his throwing arm, and he throws the pick six, and it's 14-8. And Thibodeau strikes again. That ball came loose, and that's going to take us to the locker room with the West All-Stars as Thibodeau closes out a fine first half of defense for the West All-Stars. It's 14-8 in favor of the West. Stay with us for our halftime performance in just a moment. Congratulations to the American Youth Cheer. Outstanding job here at halftime. And this time, let's send it down to the AYF National Commissioner, Dee Grayer.
Hey, Hey, Jeff, you know, we've been having a great time, you know, planning this event. A big part of this event is working with the Marines, JWT, and Intersport. So they put this on. They want to make sure the kids are here having a good time and being integrated with the high school players. And Jordan here is one of our key partners, and working with her with conference calls and everything. So how's it going, Jordan?
It's going great. We've had such a great week, and we're so excited that AYF is back with us again this year. And I know the players have had some opportunities to integrate with both the Marines and also some of our players, and I think it's been great.
Yeah, so yesterday 2 players came over and spoke to the kids. And what did you think about that session with the kids and them hanging together?
I think it was a great opportunity for, you know, the high school athletes to be able to impart some wisdom on the younger kids and kind of give them some advice on how to handle themselves and how to succeed at, you know, both on and off the field. And I think that's the same message that the Marines also want to get across through this program.
Absolutely. So it's been great. So, you know, JWT, Intersport, the Marines, and AYF, AYC, great partnership. So I appreciate everything you do, Jordan.
We appreciate you guys as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Jordan. And we're getting set for the opening kickoff to the second half of this game. The West with a 14-8 lead as Coach Abrahams looks on. East All-Stars will receive the ensuing kick, a squib kick that is going to get by not only 1 but 2 lines, and eventually corralled on a heads-up play by Josh McKenzie all the way back at the East 25-yard line. And so the second half of this game is underway. And it looks like pretty much the same offensive alignment as the East All-Stars have. Raven DeOliveira at quarterback, and they come out running the ball and don't get a whole lot. In fact, they may have even lost a yard there. And truly, what a big first half for number 33, Tyler Kinslow, who had the pick 6 to give the West All-Stars the lead late in the second quarter, and also a big half by Malachi Viapool, number 56. Here's the East getting a big gainer on the left side, and they're going to pick up way more than enough for the first down, and a gain of close to 17 yards for the first down. Noah Saul in on the tackle that time for the West All-Stars, as the East will have it trailing 14-8 early stages of the third quarter. Keep it on the ground, again running it to that left side, and another 6 or 7 yards on this play as they get it inside the West All-Stars half of the field, and now looking at a 2nd down and 3 from the 49. West in the all-white, leading at 14-8. Handoff, left side. Devin Ford cuts it up and has one man to beat. Inside the 10, the 5, and he's tripped up near the 3-yard line. On a sensational touchdown-saving hand tackle by Mario Padilla. He just got the left ankle of Devin Ford and was able to trip him up near the 3-yard line, but nonetheless, an impressive 46-yard run. And let's see if it sets up a scoring drive here. They battle down to the 1 as they give the ball to McKenzie, running right, with the lead blocking of Tommy Smith and Jake Champagne on that right side. And it's 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Trying to equalize if they can score here. Tie-dye formation. Quarterback DeOliveira calls his own number, and he's into the end zone. A 1-yard run for the quarterback. Raven DeOliveira out of the New England region, Central Falls Panthers, and with 7:09 left to go here in quarter number 3, this game is tied. Alex Childs, who had a 2-point conversion on their first touchdown of the game following the pick 6, and this one is going to be blocked. It was eventually corralled by Nicholas Antonero, an outstanding player for the Los Toros Bulls out of California. And so here in the third quarter, 7:09 left to go. It is a 14-14 tie. The kickoff, here's the West on the return, and they'll get about 13 on that one as they bring it up to about the 33-yard line. Good coverage, another tackle by Chance Benjamin, number 85. So you get a look at Deshane James. He has run for a touchdown. He has had a couple of big gainers. That was a 54-yard run that would eventually tie the game in the first quarter, and they almost turned the ball over again. There has been some sloppy play in this game. We've had, 4 turnovers in the game, 2 by each team. But it's been a great game. It's been a tremendous game so far. Second down, they lose 3 on the play. That's a 3rd sack on James. Here's the end around. As the handoff goes to Maxwell Williams, and he's across the 45 and dives ahead to the midfield stripe, and that's a 1st down. Tackle made by Tardamella. And also in there was DeOliveira, number 7. So move the chains, a 1st down and 10 after a 20-yard pickup there by Maxwell Williams. And a fresh set of downs for the West All-Stars. 3rd quarter action. 14-14 tie inside, and now down to the 5:45 mark, clock ticking. Here's the pass, long and deep to the far side and off the hands of Williams, incomplete. And once again, Josh Surratt kind of reminds you of a Palomalu type in that defensive secondary for the East. Broke up yet another pass by Deshane James. 2nd down and 10. Working from the midfield stripe, the 50-yard line. He will fake the handoff, tries to go to the right side, and he is going to be sacked. And again, it's Benjamin. Benjamin and 34 in there, Josh Surratt. These two continue to make big-time plays, and that one will go for a 6-yard loss, bringing up a 3rd down and 16. 3rd quarter action. East All-Stars on defense in the blue tops. In a 14-all tie. James back to pass. Has time. Now he doesn't. He's in trouble. It was pressure by Benjamin and eventually brought down by Devin Colby, number 22. His 2nd quarterback sack of the day. That's going to bring up 4th down, so 4th and 21 here. James has already pooch kicked once, and he will again here. 37-yard punt, and the return from the 24-yard line. I'll get him up to about the 34. The return by McKenzie with 4:35. There is a flag in on the play. 14-all tie. And let's get the call from our official here. So a 37-yard punt, roughly a 10-yard return, but this one's going to be coming back. Got an illegal block or a hold there, so it will set up a 1st and 10 at the 19 of the East All-Stars. They're in the blue tops. 2-man backfield. The quarterback will hand off. Here's Ford going to work. Stutter step behind the line of scrimmage, gets it around the left side, and lunges ahead to the 26, 27-yard line, and a gain of almost 8 yards, bringing up a 2nd down and 2. The East 14, the West likewise. We're in the 3rd quarter. 2015 All-Star game. Inside handoff, straight up the gut it goes, and the 2nd carry of the day for Alan French, who played for the Pelham Razorbacks out of the New England region, and that 3-yard pickup was enough for the 1st down. East All-Stars trying to break this tie, and the run is thwarted that time by Thibodeau, and the ball came loose. It was stripped away from Noah Sal, and he races all the way down to the East 1-yard line. Another costly penalty. So Noah Sal, though I think Thibodeau may have had the hand in there initially, it was Saul who came in and took it away and raced it back nearly 30 yards down to the 1-yard line. So it's goal to go for Deshane James and the West in a 14-all tie. And we've talked about the turnovers that we've had in this game, and all the points have been scored on that. Quick screen to Maxwell Williams, and he dives for the end zone, and he's got it. Williams scores on a screen pass to the near flats, and that will make the score 20-14 in favor of the West. So we've had, 2 ties. We've had 2 lead changes in this game. And now the extra point attempt by Jose Castillo, and he nailed it. So a 1-yard pass to Maxwell Williams from Deshane James, and it's 22-14, 3:04 left to play here in quarter number 3. Now stay with us at the conclusion of quarter number 3 because we'll have another performance from Kelly Frazier, head coach Julie Bolton, Sandra Redicliffe, and amazing Anthony Herbert, the brain trust of the cheer squad here. And they'll be performing between the third and fourth quarter here from the 2015 AYF National All-Star Game. Nice return here up to the 41-yard line. Got to be impressed with the athleticism and the overall speed of Josh McKenzie, who had the return there, close to 20 yards on that play. So it's first down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. West find themselves in an 8-point hole. Inside handoff, and the West defense clogging up the middle. Another outstanding job by number 99, Kayvon Thibodeau and company. And, well, what a job that Isaiah Sierra has done up the middle, number 70 for the West. Another negative yardage play. I'll tell you, I know the score, not necessarily a low-scoring game, 22-14. We've got roughly 12 minutes left to play here as a timeout has been called. But I think overall you got to say that the defense has been tremendous because how many of the points have scored coming off turnovers? Well, all of them have, including 2 pick sixes. So this has been just a tremendous defensive game. You can't let the score kind of take you away from that, even though it's 22-14. Most of that scoring has been a result of the great defense we've seen here. Back to pass on second down, and the throw on a quick slant over the middle, and the ball is going to be caught by Josh Surratt, and this young man can do it all. So a big-time pass play and a nice catch. It's going to leave them about 5 yards shy of the first down. Barking out the signals is DeOliveria, and he will hand off running right, but a penalty marker comes in, and this will be a full start. So it's going to move them back 5 yards. So now a big, big play in this game. Right now for the East All-Stars, they want to finish the quarter strong. Anytime you talk to a championship caliber coach, one of the first things they'll tell you, one of the keys to winning is finishing each quarter strong. They try to run it. They try to run it over that left side, and Thibodeau got in there. Again, a negative yardage play, and number 99 has really stepped it up here in this game today. All right, back to punt is Alex Childs on 4th and 9. Short kick, and it's going to land near the 38, settle out of bounds at the 40.
19 yards.
So a 19-yard punt. Just 2 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3, and the West leads the East 22-14. Special thanks to the Semper Fidelis and JWT Sports, and it was good to talk to Jordan Linwood at halftime, and they've just been a great partner with the American Youth Football. This is the 3rd year in a row we have had the All-Star game out here at the Stub Hub Center, and boy, what a fine defensive play, an ankle tackle. Theon Davis, number 50, and that'll take us to the 3rd quarter. Hey, the American Youth Cheer is coming up next on APN. Well, another outstanding job by the American Youth Cheer National All-Stars and Kelly Frazier from the Fokker Lady Wolfpack, and Julie Bolton, the head coach, Sandra Redicliffe, amazing Anthony Herbert. All the coaches and the kids did a great job this week in practice and worked really hard to get these routines down, and certainly a lot of credit goes out to everyone with the American Youth Cheer National All-Stars. So we head to the fourth quarter. I'm Jeff Lowery in a 2nd down and 8 situation, and another low snap that James was able to corral. He got it around the left edge and was eventually brought down by Alex Childs. He picked up 2 yards on a play that in most cases you'll see a negative yardage result. And now it is 3rd and roughly 7 here as the West All-Stars in the white tops, white pants lead it by a score of 22-14. James back to pass, in the pocket at time, and he throws over the middle, and it's complete. The ball was caught near the East 45, and eventually it was Maxwell Williams who has a touchdown reception in this game. He's going to be marked down at the 42-yard line. Outstanding job, 17 yards. Now 1st and 10, and James is going down, and one of the true defensive stars in this game has been Chance Benjamin. He has been back there. That is the 4th tackle for loss for number 85, counting some quarterback sacks in this game, and that's a loss of about 7 on the play. So 2nd down and 17. James back to the air. West with the ball and the lead by 8. He throws off balance, and it's off the hands of the receiver, incomplete, as he tried to hook up that time with Corey Charleston. So now 3rd down and 17. West with the possession here from midfield, and they lead it by a score of 22-14. James back to the air. Lofts it up. Back shoulder pass, and the catch. Over the head catch by Horace McCoy, and they've tried to hook up several times in this All-Star game, but that was a perfectly thrown pass by Deshane James. Move the chains, and it's a 1st down, gain of 25. Handoff, ball squirts loose, and once again, Chance Benjamin getting back there and making the play. Timeout by the West All-Stars on offense here, leading 22-14. Back at the Stub Hub Center, you're watching the 2015 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. Stub Hub Center, Carson, California. Beautiful facility. Now James working on 2nd down and 14. His team is up by 8. Takes a snap, looks over the middle, now chucks it down to the near side, incomplete. Ball may have been partially deflected at the line, and Chance Benjamin just continues to be a nuisance on that front wall of the East defense. 3rd down and 14 for the West. We're in the 4th quarter. West on top, 22-14. A fumble recovery by big Noah Saul. He raced it to the 1 of the East. James in trouble. Long pass downfield and nearly picked off by DeOliveira. And we got a flag coming in late. Greg Carahuda and some of the others over there wondering where that call came from, and looked like that was a clean play, but to the benefit of the West, a pass interference on the East defense sets up a fresh set of downs for James McKinney's offense. And now Deshane James to the air on 1st and 10 from the 15 and throws high in the flats to the near side, incomplete. Intended for 44, Colby Dickey, 2nd down and 10 from the 14. West trying to add on to an 8-point lead. The East need to rise to the occasion on defense, and good pressure on the quarterback. Devin Colby applying the pressure, who already has 2 quarterback sacks in this game. And now you're looking at a 3rd down and 10. West trying to add on to a 22-14 advantage. We're in the 4th quarter of this 2015 All-Star game. James to the air, goes for the end zone, and it was nearly intercepted as it falls incomplete near the 1-yard line. So now decision-making time for James McKinney, who is assisted by Lawrence Lee, Keith Matheny, Ronnie Schmitz, Eric Hamilton. Big 4th down play here. James. Nobody was home as the throw goes incomplete in the end zone, and what a job. Great coverage and timely pressure on the quarterback on that after The West had it first down and 10 from the East 14, and the East defense prevails. So they trail by 8, and they come out running the ball. And there is one of the best, Viapula, getting in there. And Tyler Kinslow, I don't know. We're not going to select the player of the game, but I'll tell you, those two guys right there, 56 and 33 for the West, would have to be two of the guys that would get strong consideration for the West squad. And obviously, Chance Benjamin has been a monster on defense for the East. Second down, quarterback calling his own number, and the Oliveria is up to the 18-yard line. So he'll be wrapped up by Rivera and Padilla for the West. Third down and 6. Big play here for the East. They trail by 8, fourth quarter action. Handoff Lowe, and Lowe is across the 20, down to the 20, up to the 23-yard line.
4th and 2.
95. Little Saul in there. And they're going to go ahead and punt this one away, and I think that's the wise choice. Good punt. This one's going to go for better than 40 yards, picked up near the 35-yard line. Weaving, slicing his way through, up across midfield, and a 20-yard return that time by Mario Padilla. And another tackle by Devin Colby. I thought I saw a yellow hanky on the field. 5:07 left to play here in regulation, with the West All-Stars now back in possession, leading by 8. And they got a new quarterback in there, and they go out running the ball straight ahead. Thomas Kinslow straight up the middle. And the new quarterback in is E.J. Henderson. Henderson trying to hand off, and that East defense rising to the occasion again. 58, Alex Oates. And several others in on that play, including number 90, Lorenko out of the New England region. So now you're looking at a third down. They need to get to about the 35-yard line for the first down. Third down and 6. To the air, Henderson, and had a man in stride in McCoy, and didn't get enough arc on that pass. Incomplete. It was a good-looking throw, but it led him a little bit. Pretty good coverage back there by Nichols. Now an opportunity for the East, trailing by 8. We're inside of 4 minutes to go, and they're offsides, and that's going to set up a fourth and less than a yard. So that changes the complexion of this next play. Henderson trying to get a call in from the near side coaching staff of the West, led by James McKinney. He's going to call his own number. He coughed it up, and it looks like the East All-Stars are in business as they will take over at their own 36-yard line. Manny Lorenko, what a play. Recovered the fumble. That is the 6th turnover in this game, and the other 5 turnovers somehow, someway led to a score, including 2 pick sixes. So now the East, and this time the West defense offsides. Kayvon Thibodeau jumped through the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard infraction. So it'll bring up a first down and 5. East All-Stars in the blue tops, trailing 22-14. To the air. De Oliveria had a man who had a step on that corner over there, and that was Devin Ford, the intended receiver, and it's incomplete. West All-Stars coaching staff, David Falk, Tom Parson, Jermaine Mayberry, and Josh Smith. Of course, Tom's son is playing in this game, Mo Parson. And here's a run. And this is going to be good for the first down, and 16 yards for the East All-Stars. The Oliveria with a nice run, the quarterback keeper, and he's down to the 47-yard line inside West territory. Now remember, the East trails in this game 22-14, and they still need a big play. De Oliveria, and he is down to the 40-yard line. Wrapped up defensively by number 33, Tyler Kinslow. Thibodeau was in the area. Gain of 7. And now they have elected to call timeout here at the Stub Hub Center in this 2015 AYF National All-Star Game. 2nd down and 3 from the 40-yard line of the West. D'Oliveira going for the home run ball, far side, and there was a lot of contact over there and no call. So he tried to hook up with Masood. And now a big, big play here on 3rd down and 3 for the East. West leads at 22-14. Handoff running right. And McKenzie breaks the tackle and picks up 6 yards and a 1st down. They're going to mark him down near the 33, and so give him a 7-yard pickup with 2:07. The clock stops with the moving of the chains on the 1st down, and now we are inside of 2 minutes left to go. 1st down and 10 from the 33-yard line of the West. East All-Stars in possession. D'Oliveira, the quarterback, again calling his own number and down to the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and a long 7. Even if they do score the touchdown, they have to convert the 2-point play to tie it. D'Oliveira, long and deep to the near side, incomplete. And to hook up with Joss, who's had a tremendous game for this East team, mainly on defense, and now 3rd down and 7, and the quarterback in trouble, scrambling for his life, flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it was nearly picked off. Broken up nicely by Nicholas Antoniro. Tremendous defensive play. That would have easily been good enough for the 1st down, and now a timeout on the field. Just 53.8 seconds, and this game on the line right now on this 4th down and 7 for the East All-Stars. They trail at 22-14. 53.8 seconds left to go if you just joined us. And D'Oliveira is going to the air. Under pressure by Thibodeau. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is coming in. He tried to hook up with Josh McKenzie. A flag is in. Is this going against the defense? It is pass interference and a fresh set of downs for the East All-Stars. What a huge break. The game was over if there was no penalty on the play. So now 1st down and 10 from the 17-yard line. And the handoff, McKenzie around the right side. And he's forced out of bounds by Tyler Kinslow. 43 seconds left to play as the clock stops. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 after a gain of about 1.5 yards, 2nd and 8. Blue team, the East, trails 22-14. They send forward in motion. And D'Oliveira bounces out to the right side, short side of the field. He's going to take it to the house. D'Oliveira is in from 15 yards out, but a flag and a hold is going to bring it back. 32 seconds on the clock. East led it 8-0. They got a pick 6 in the first, just outside of the first minute of play by Ford. And then it's been back and forth ever since. We've had 2 ties. We've been tied at 8. We've been tied at 14. We've seen 2 lead changes in this game. And now 2nd down as the clock winds down, and they throw that one into the turf, bringing up a 3rd down and 5. Tension growing here at the Stub Hub Center. And even though this is just an all-star game, an exhibition game, you can talk to all the coaches, you can talk to all these players. Both sides want to win. They want to win badly. There's a lot of pride. There was a lot of effort to get out here to California, and a lot of time put in practices all week long. They are going to run it, and they're going to be left a yard shy. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 here. Now they're trying to hurry up and snap the ball here. Not sure why the officials are taking so much time here, and now now the East has called a timeout. So apparently they had called a timeout. That stopped the clock. And now both teams talking things over here. Just seconds left to play here in regulation. It is 4th and 1.5 yards. They need to get just outside the 2 for the 1st down. 4th down, trailing by 8. East takes the snap. McKenzie, he's got the first down. Now the clock will stop there. 3.8 seconds left to go. They got time to maybe down it here. They're going to go ahead and snap it, but the officials had not wound the clock yet. They hadn't had a chance to move the chains. And now they will stop the clock there. That'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, it was a break there for the East All-Stars, I believe. They have time for one more snap of the ball.
3 seconds.
Down to 3.8 seconds left to go here. East trails by 8. They will hand off. McKenzie. Did he break the plane of the end zone? The ball squirts out loose, and Tyler Kinslow, one of the true defensive stars, comes out with it. And here in 2015, the West is the best. The West, in a great defensive Titanic struggle here in Southern California, wins the 2015 AYF National All-Star Game. Final score 22-14. What a game we saw here. Let's head downstairs. Steve Abrams, the head coach of the East. It was a tough loss, but all in all, I think you'd have to agree this was a great experience for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great experience. It's an opportunity to meet kids from across the country that I'm going to hopefully see playing on Sunday some days, and it's just a really testament to the level of kid that we have out here. I mean, they build friendships, come across the country, learn football and learn new people in a couple of days, and to put together what everybody saw out here today, which was good old-fashioned football game that went down the last play. I couldn't be prouder. It was a great experience, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life. So, thank you very much.
22-14, our final score, the West on top, and James McKinney joins us now. James?
You know, honestly, everybody did a great job. I mean, it was a great week, 4 or 5 days of getting together, working out. We got guys from all over the West Coast, and the staff did an amazing job. The boys did a lot of hard work. Everybody just put a lot in to make this a great experience for the kids. Obviously, being able to come on top, this is what you want as a coach, right? The hard work always pays off. So, you know, both teams did an amazing job competing. I mean, it's a one-score game again. You know, the last 2 years we've had 1 point separate the 2 games. Now, obviously, we got a little bit of a cushion with the 8-point victory, but both teams did really hard work. And you know, obviously, when you get out here on the field, anything's possible when you got talent of this caliber from all over the country.
James McKinney, head coach of the West. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
22-14, our final score. What a job by that defensive line for the West on that last play. Game on the line. They prevailed. The goal line stand. They win this one by 8. This has been a presentation of American Youth Football and APN Video Sports. This is Jeff Lowery saying so long from Carson, California.